Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. Today's my topic is go back to village. I think something I have discussed with you about this some time back. I'm just trying to compare the rural life with urban life. So in modern towns and villages, cities where we live, a large chunk of human population lives all over the world. This human soul is getting crushed under the heavy weight of the cost of living. So the cost of living is increasing by the day, and to keep pace with that, you have to become like a money earning machine. మనిషి ఒక డబ్బులు సంపాదించే యంత్రం అవ్వాలి పట్టణాల్లో బ్రతకాలంటే. So I think I have said this, in a very short span of time, we are trying to push huge mass of population from villages to urban areas. We are trying to push the people from agriculture to service sector. It can happen in a gradual manner, but somehow, because of the ill-conceived educational system, because of lack of clear policy, all this has happened. So today we give the same education to a rural child and urban child. Somebody who is born and brought up in an urban area, he needs a different kind of education, different kind of skill set, different kind of training. Mostly he will get employed only in manufacturing or in service sector. Whereas people in rural areas, So you need not make them migrate to urban areas by giving an education which is suited to urban child. Right? So what is actually in a rural area, what you have land, you have cattle, you have other resources, material resources. How to generate wealth by using those resources, if you teach. Today there are so many modern practices available, so much of knowledge is available. If all that you bring onto the field, agriculture also can be done in a corporate manner, and you can have good amount of money. I don't say that you will become millionaire and billionaire, but you will have a decent life. Decent life, I mean, you will have a life where you will get leisure. మనిషికి విరామం కనుక లేకపోతే ఇంటెలెక్చువల్ అండ్ స్పిరిచువల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ సాధ్యపడదు. పట్టణంలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి ఇంక ఇంటెలెక్చువల్ గ్రోత్ సాధ్యపడదు. ఇప్పుడు పొద్దున్న నుంచి సాయంకాలం యూ హెవ్ టు రన్, రైట్? 365 days you have to run practically. In YouTube there is a video by John Jondai. He is a Thailander. Okay? You just kindly watch that video. John Jondai. 15-minute or 12-minute video. A beautiful video. He was living in a village. He was very happy, contented. He would celebrate his festivals beautifully with his family. Everything was going smooth. Somebody said to him, why are you living in a village like a backward guy? Okay, you should migrate to a city. Then only you are a forward. Then you are actually progressive. So he thought actually rural life. No problem. Practically he had no problem. Not that he was suffering in rural area, that's why he had to migrate. He had no food on his plate. It was not like that. Simply somebody suggested, why are you living in a village? So this is the problem. So the person actually migrated to city, Bangkok. So there actually, because of the qualification that he had and the skill that he had, he could get employed only as a car driver. He was earning money, some 10,000 rupees or something like that, was not sufficient to make both ends meet. He struggled and struggled to improve his income. That never happened. That ultimately one day he questioned himself, why did I migrate in the first place to Bangkok? నాకు నా పల్లెటూళ్ళు ఏం తక్కువైనా నేను ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాను. ఒకరోజు ఆలోచించుకున్నాను టైం తీసుకొని. రైట్, తీసుకుని వచ్చిన తర్వాత నాకు అంత అక్కడ ఆనందంగా ఉంది కదా, పండుగలు బ్రహ్మాండంగా సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకునేవాడి కుటుంబంతో, చుట్టాలతో, అంత ప్రశాంతంగా ఉండేది. నాకు భోజనానికి కదుపు లేదు, బట్టలకి కుదవలేదు, నా ఇంట్లో చక్కగానే ఉన్నాను. So above all, what is the fundamental requirement of life? Pure air. Yes or no? In city, we are living today in such pollution, in the midst of such pollution. It is next to impossible to keep good health with the kind of air that we inhale. In our national capital, Delhi, inhaling air is as good as actually inhaling 10 cigarettes per day. Delhi lo anta pollution vachindi. Nearly 2.5 crore people are staying in one small space, maybe 1,000 square kilometer area. 2.5 crore people. Is there a need, to live in such small spaces where you don't even get to see the morning sunrise and the setting sun in the evening? Why have we, actually have gone for this kind of development? It's just purely imitation of the West. ఈ పాశ్చాత్యులు అనుకరించడమే మన జీవన విధానం అయింది కదా 70 సంవత్సరాలుగా. వాళ్ళ యొక్క ఇండస్ట్రియలైజేషన్, వాళ్ళ యొక్క అర్బనైజేషన్. So as I said, that same kind of education we are giving to rural children and urban children, but we need to give different kind of education for them. So because of this, మీరు అందరూ ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ నేర్చుకోవడానికి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఉన్నారంటే సర్వీస్ సెక్టర్లోకి మైగ్రేట్ అవ్వాలని చెప్తున్నాను. I know most of you are from agricultural family, but with the kind of technology and knowledge that is available, even by staying back in villages, you can generate wealth and you can have a decent life. I think all the problems, nearly 70% of India's problems will get solved if educated people stay in villages. Villages are practically becoming empty, and the people who are left out there are not educated, and they don't have any enthusiasm because they are not educated, they don't have knowledge, they don't have skills, in the sense that bringing this knowledge that is available already onto the field, they won't be able to do, and only their old people and few children are left out there, no young population. As I said already, there is already milk supply, there is shortage of milk supply, and there is shortage of, so many things, because practically rural area is neglected to such an extent that in 10 years, if you just see the way we are going on, and practically I don't think any youth will be there left out in the villages, then that actually put our food security in jeopardy, in the sense that, so who will grow food, who will grow cereals, who will grow fruits, who will grow vegetables? So, and also because of excessive use of chemical fertilizers for the last 40 years, the soil has depleted significantly. If you don't maintain and preserve the soil health, what you will pass on to the next generation? If this barren soil, if you give to them, they won't be able to grow any food on that. So that is the immediate need of the country. We have been tilling the soil for the last 10,000 years. India is a very old civilization. చాలా ప్రాచీన నాగరికత, భారతీయ నాగరికత. కొన్ని వందల సంవత్సరాలకు భూమిని దున్నుకున్న భూమి నాశనం అవ్వాలి. ఎందుకంటే పాడి పంట అనేటువంటి వాడు క్యాటిల్ ఉండేది, ఈ సేంద్రియ ఎరువు వేసేవాళ్ళం, సాయిల్ హెల్త్ అట్లా మెయింటైన్ అయింది. బట్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ 40 years after the advent of this green revolution, just to have more productivity, more food in a short span of time, we overexploited that resource, precious resource called soil. And 40 years, because of excess use of chemical fertilizers in states like Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh, most of the soils have become saline and alkaline. And that's the reason productivity is constantly depleting and going down. And also in 15-20 years, if you just still cultivate the same way you are cultivating, it will go barren. Desertification also is happening. Fast is happening. Desertification. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆర్గానిక్ మెన్యూర్ ఉండదో, పేడ ఉండదో, ఏమవుతుంది భూమిలో ఆ మైక్రోబ్స్ అన్నీ యాక్టివేట్ కావు. ఆ మైక్రోబ్స్ అన్ని చచ్చిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇసుక వస్తుంది, ఇంకేం ఉండదు, భూమిలో ఏం మిగలదు. అక్కడ తేమ ఉండదు. మైక్రోబ్స్ లేనప్పుడు, లీఫ్ లిటర్ లేనప్పుడు, యానిమల్ వేస్ట్ లేనప్పుడు ఆ సాయిల్ అనేటువంటిది గ్రాడ్యువల్గా డిజర్ట్గా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ ఇట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఎట్ ఎ వెరీ అలార్మింగ్ పేస్. యూఆర్ నాట్ నోటీసింగ్ ఇట్. ఇట్స్ అ సైలెంట్ డిజాస్టర్ దట్ ఇస్ యాక్చువల్లీ స్లోలీ అన్ఫోల్డింగ్. సో ఆల్ దీస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కెన్ బి సాల్వ్డ్ ఓన్లీ when the youth go back to the villages. That's my hope, that's my wish. Okay, but in the beginning you will feel life very boring, very slow. కొన్ని రోజులు అట్లా అలవాటు అవ్వండి, కొన్ని నెలలు ముందు చాలా బోర్ అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ ఉరుగులు పరుగులకి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ సడన్గా పోతే ఏమంత డల్గా ఉంది అనిపిస్తుంది. బట్ వన్స్ యు ఆర్ హ్యాబిచుయేటెడ్ టు దట్ సైలెన్స్, దట్ సాలిట్యూడ్, దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ లిటిల్ poetic sense and love of nature, and then you will find that life more beautiful. We miss that beauty. Okay, thank you. You just have a debate in your classroom, rural life versus urban life, advantages, disadvantages. Thank you. Have a nice day.